Welcome to this new video about Forza Horizon 6, where I'm going to show you a bit of gameplay with one of the new cars from Season 1 of Forza Horizon 6. The first season of the game features the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 9, a car you can unlock right now. In the festival menu, it's available for 30 points. 30 points. You can get it pretty quickly, let's say in about 30 minutes. Anyway, I made a little tutorial. If you want to know how to unlock the seasonal cars quickly, I'll put the link in a pinned comment if you're interested. In the meantime, 30 points is pretty easy to get. I just unlocked it, so let's check it out together in the video. Let's see how it performs, knowing that this car looks a lot like the Evo 8, which is also in the game and isn't a seasonal car. That means you can buy it whenever you want at the dealership. Today, we'll also quickly compare the Evo 8 and Evo 9 in the video to see if unlocking the Evo 9 is worth it, or if, well, basically it's the same car, maybe not even with better performance. So, I'll show you the car, we'll stop quickly, even though I think we'll see it better in the garage later, once we're well lit. I'll give you a quick tour of the car, which is a little dirty since I drove it on dirt roads. Since this car is a Lancer, it's still a car that's designed for rallying, that's meant to be driven on dirt. So, let's say that normally it's in its element. So, it's a car that's in B class. If I'm not mistaken, that's right, category B. The car has 280 horsepower stock with a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, and it's originally 4-wheel drive. The car is quite light, I think, around 1,400 to 1,500 kilos. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 4.5 seconds, and a top speed of 260 kilometers per hour. So, it's a car that really packs a punch, and of course, it's a car that we're going to improve a little bit later on. And customize it, maybe too. Maybe we'll be able to give it the same look as in Fast and Furious 3 Tokyo Drift, I think, in Tokyo Drift. I don't want to say anything wrong, but I think the car they used, the drift training car. The Hero's Lancer in the end, which is red and black, with AP performance stickers. I think it's an Evo 9, I believe that's it, so we'll go check if we can. Maybe put the same type of body kit on it, and maybe also apply the liveries made by the players. A little reference to Fast and Furious 3. The car is great to drive and easy to handle thanks to 4-wheel drive. Obviously, off-road, it's a real treat. Off-roading in Horizon 6, guys, it's a blast. In Horizon 5, I hated it. I felt like the cars had no feel to them, but here in Horizon 6, they really reworked the way bumps feel. Even when you're driving on small roads like this. On dirt, all the little bumps. Small potholes in the road, you can feel them through the steering wheel. And I have to admit right away, it's a lot more interesting to drive this kind of car. Honestly, if it had been added as an update in Horizon 5, I don't think I would have even tried it. Because, well, honestly, this kind of car off-road in Horizon 5 isn't necessarily the most satisfying to drive. Whereas here, you can really feel when it starts to drift, and it's just super fun to drive. So, at first glance, it's a good car. It's a car that probably won't have any major flaws, I think, for driving. Even though we can probably improve a few little things with the settings and so on. But yeah. At first glance, it's actually a pretty nice car to unlock. The only question I have, maybe you can tell me in the comments, I don't know if you can get 30 points without having the multiplayer mode in the game, though. Maybe it's possible, but it must be just barely enough. So, I think there might be some weeks in Forza Horizon 6 where there will be car rewards that not everyone can get. In any case, all the players who don't have multiplayer might not get certain rewards. Anyway, normally, I think this week shouldn't be too much of a problem. Like I was saying, we'll still test it quickly. Also, to upgrade the Mazda, what am I saying? The Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 8. It's this one, you can really see. In terms of design, it looks a lot like the Evo 9, except this one you can always buy at the dealership. So if you miss it this week, you can't play Forza Horizon 6 since you didn't unlock it. Maybe this one could still be fun to play, so we'll fully upgrade it. Look, damn, what is this engine? It's the engine from the Time Attack Lancer. We're going to fully upgrade it, just to see if, the Evo 9 actually performs better or not. So we'll compare it later with the Evo 9, but the Evo 8, it's true that it has quite a lot of custom options though. A lot of available parts, several body kits, including official parts. Mitsubishi Motors. Well, I think we can turn it into, I can't remember what it's called, this Lancer. There was a special version of the Lancer back then, which was much more expensive and much rarer, that had like 400 horsepower. And I think, damn, it's true, there were some weird wings too for rally. But actually, there was a 400 horsepower version of the Lancer, which is super expensive now. And it was an absolute missile. Like, really, that car was seriously a rocket. So we'll check out the customization on the Evo 9, but at first glance, the Evo 8, there are quite a few options, and you can fully upgrade it to S2 855. So that's the Evo 9 really. Aesthetically, there's not much difference. There are, well, the little shark fins, or rather the shark fins, on the roof. The taillights and headlights are a bit different. But honestly, in the same color with, the rims in the same color too, it really looks like the same car. So there are just a few small details that will change, but overall, they're absolutely the same cars. And actually it's the same engine too. It's just that from one version to another, it will be more or less powerful, but it's the same one. Well, at first glance, guys, it looks like we have the same swaps available. With the same upgrades, in my opinion, the only thing that might make a difference will probably be the final performance stats and, the customization, but it looks like we're really going to have two copy-paste cars that look a lot alike and, in my opinion, will drive pretty much the same. So, I'm not sure this one is really worth unlocking, except maybe to collect it. Let's see. Does it have customizations? Yeah, it has customizations, and actually, I think that's it. I don't want to say anything stupid, but I think it's exactly the same kit. I think it's exactly the same ones you can install, since these cars look so much alike. Well, in the end, we get exactly the same thing. The same customizations. It's true that in terms of recycling, it's not bad, I admit. Putting two cars so similar to have exactly the same customizations, that's some real artistry. So, it's pretty funny, There might be 2 or 3 little customizations that are a bit unique, but honestly, overall, it's the same car. After that, well, we're going to check something. But the performance index is lower. Literally, the Evo 9 performs worse and, like, way worse than the Evo 8, even though the Evo 9 is supposed to be the one that's normally harder to unlock. So, I admit that doesn't really make sense, huh? But that's how it is. The car is heavier, actually. It's 100 kilo heavier. But even aside from that, there's even the Evo 8. It has better off-road, better braking, better standing start, better acceleration, better handling, and better speed. Basically, literally, it's better in every way. So, there's really still very little chance that the Evo 9 would be interesting to drive. While we're at it, let's also take a look at the available upgrades for the Evo 8, but not the Welcome Pack one, so that's a special edition, only available for those who bought the game with the edition. Premium, I believe, but the Welcome Pack isn't sold separately. And it's a car that, in my opinion, is going to have better performance. Since, well, it's already much lighter to begin with, plus it has the same customization, so yeah, same thing here. They didn't really bother too much, let's say. And maybe even more options, because I think you can even remove the spoiler. It's almost the same. I think there's one less spoiler option, but overall, they're the same cars. It's funny what they did there. Luckily, not all the cars are like that, or it would be obvious. Honestly, it's hard to tell the difference between the 3 cars when you see them in the open world. If you're not a Lancer expert and you don't know right away what makes one model different from another, you're very likely to mix up all these cars. And for your information, of course, the Welcome Pack version is still significantly more powerful, with 40 more performance index points than the Evo 8. Well, I'll still show you a bit of gameplay with it. I unlocked it to test how it handles and added a livery. It's Fast and Furious themed, not from Tokyo Drift, but Brian's Lancer from Too Fast, Too Furious. In the end, I thought it looked cooler. Especially since I recently did a live stream with a Tokyo Drift Lancer. I thought it might be redundant. So, in my opinion, it's going to be a good car. That's not the problem. The problem is, well, overall, let's say, if you're a fan of the Lancer and you just want to have the fastest Lancer, well, you don't need to bother. Don't bother unlocking this one, just use the Evo 8. It's faster and looks nearly identical, except for a few small details. Aside from the roof and the headlights, it'll literally be the same car. This one, it's kind of a ripoff in the end, because in the end you spent quite a bit of time. Well, quite a bit of time. I mean, I understand. Half an hour, 45 minutes to unlock it for, in the end, a car that's exactly the same, just slower. Well, once we've said that, it doesn't take away from the fact that, in my opinion, this car is still a missile. The car handles bumps pretty well. The car, with this engine, is ultra responsive, has really, really good acceleration, and handles very well. Overall, I think it's a car that won't have any trouble being well positioned in A-Class. B-Class, I think, is not really its thing, even in Rally, in my opinion. it becomes difficult to compete with conventional cars. Well, yeah, it's hard to compete with cars like Forza Edition cars or things like that from the Welcome Pack, which are really overpowered in those categories. So I think it's overall a good car, not a bad one. You see, it's still nice to drive, and you can pretty much do what you want with it when you're not bothered by the bots. And honestly, it's cool. Even in the sense that the sound is nice, it's fun. Actually, it's fun. It's a good car. But well, it's actually faster. And above all, it's easier to unlock. So, there you go. That was the little video about the Lancer Evo 9. Just a reminder, you can unlock it right now through the festival playlist for 30 points. Still, even if this car isn't amazing, it's almost a scam. Well, you still need to have it to one day complete 100% of the game and finish the whole collection. Here's hoping this video taught you about this car and made you want to unlock it or not. At least now you'll know if it's worth it for you to spend time unlocking it or not. Feel free to leave a like on this video and subscribe for more. Let me remind you that I also stream live on Twitch very regularly, every Wednesday evening in multiplayer with you, and every Thursday afternoon also in multiplayer with you. So, feel free to follow me on Twitch. The link will be below this video as well. And let me remind you that for Horizon 6 I have my discount link, but also for all the games in the world. Game Pass, PSN cards, all of that is much cheaper. Here's my affiliate link below the video. For example, Horizon 6 is $40 cheaper with my link. If you want the game, this is likely the cheapest option. Anyway, so I'll see you very soon for a new video. Take care, bye.
Oh.